top a great foraging horse, in your finest armor, a lance in hand. The sun is high and the crowd on either side of you are cheering. The trumpet sounds. You dig your heels into your mount and you're off, charging towards your opponent. The 16th century practice of jousting began as a way to train knights for battle, and over the centuries it has developed into a form of entertainment. The sources I will be using for this speech are www.history.com.uk, lordsandladies.org, and dictionary.com. Jousting in its first form was used for war purposes, and according to history.com.uk, it gave knights hands-on preparation in horsemanship, training in accuracy, and exposed them to combat simulations. Later on, it evolved into a form of entertainment. According to history.com.uk, the first recorded tournament was in 1066, and the credit of this tournament was given to a Frenchman by the name of Godfrey. As it grew in entertainment, so did the field. Originally, there was no barrier between the jousters, and they would often collide into one another, and it would further injure themselves and their horses. So, in order to prevent this, the tilt was created. And the tilt was simply a divider down the middle of the field, and it started off as cloth, and it eventually evolved into a wood barrier. So one rider would stay to the right of it, the other rider would stay to the left, and they wouldn't collide when they charged at each other. Here I have also drawn in the list, which is just a barrier that encloses around the field and often contained stands and entrances and exits and such. The participants of the jousts were typically knights, freelancers, which were knights for hire. So if a lord or a liege needed more jousters for his tournament, he could hire other knights from other realms to come and joust for him. And peasants typically did not joust in these tournaments either. And the prize for these jousts were typically money and purses like that. And if the liege or the lord was pleased with their jousters, if they won, they would also sometimes get titles and even land. The tournaments were not held all the time. They were held for times of celebration. Some examples would be if there was a child born to the king, or if a king got married, or any occasion like that. Today's jousting is exclusively used for entertainment and serves no military purposes. Some examples of modern-day jousters are Knights of Mayhem and Full Metal Jousting. Additionally, modern-day jousters have also modified their armor so that it's more safe to joust. Shane Adams from Full Metal Jousting states, "The armor that has been designed for this competition is 80 pounds of 14-gauge stainless steel, using as much modern protection and padding that we can set in place, but really it's just a suit of armor, just like the suit of armor that was back in the 16th century. Another form of altercation or modification was the helmet. Helmets now lock into place with the neck piece. Back in the 16th century they didn't have this, so if your lance were to have shattered, sometimes it could penetrate your neck and it could kill you. So now that it locks into place, it prevents those pieces from getting in there and hurting you. So, now you know that jousting was originally started as training for knights during battle, and over the centuries it has just evolved into something that is now entertainment. Now imagine, you're charging at your opponent. Your aim is for the gridded chest plate on the right side of his chest. As you get closer, you drop your reins and you take aim. You feel the impact, and your lance shatters. Somehow you manage to stay on your mount, but your opponent isn't so lucky. Thank you.